Bonjour Year 8, welcome to Lesson 5, and today you're going to be speaking and saying what you like to eat and drink and why, and what you dislike eating and drinking and why. Enjoy! Here's a list of the equipment for today's lesson. You'll need your French exercise book, a pen and a ruler and a coloured pen or highlighter for corrections, and the sentence builder grid, which is a PDF on class charts. So pause to get that ready now and press play when you're ready to go on. Thank you for uploading all of your work so far onto class charts. Please remember to upload evidence of all of your completed work, including photos of Quizlet activities, and please stick to the time given for each activity, which is on the top of each slide. If you don't finish, that's not a problem. Just do your very best and cover all the full range of activities. If you do have any questions, please email me, and here's my email address. As always, I'd like you to copy the date, copier la date, and write it in French and underline it neatly, and then write down the title in French and in English. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger au dîner? What do you like to eat at dinner? Underline that neatly as well in your book, and then write down the objective to speak about the food you like or don't like for different meals, giving reasons. Pause to do that now, press play to go on. Now, for your do now activity, this should take 5 minutes. There are 3 sentences on the slide. I want you to reorder them by their meal time. So start with which meal time you have first thing in the morning, and then finish with the one that you have in the evening. So write them in the correct order in French and then translate them to English. Merci. Let's check those answers. Normalement au petit déjeuner, je bois du café. So that's normally at breakfast, I drink coffee. So that's breakfast, it's the first meal of the day, so that should be sentence number 1. 2. De temps en temps au déjeuner, je prends du fromage. From time to time at lunch, I have cheese. As that's lunchtime, that's the second meal of the day, that should go number 2. And 3. Le week-end au dîner, je mange de la viande. At the weekend at dinner, I eat meat. So because that's dinner time, it's your third meal of the day, that goes third. Pause to check your answers now. Make sure you've got your accents on petit déjeuner, on the déjeuner, on the first E, on déjeuner, the first E as well, and that you've got your circumflex accent on dîner, on the I. Merci. Okay, now this sentence builder combines the previous few lessons that we've had. What I want you to be able to do is to give opinions plus a food or drink verb, plus the item and the meal you have that food or drink, and then to give a reason why you like it or dislike it using parce que and car c'est, and then reasons. So all of this is recycled vocabulary that you've had in all the previous lessons. The bit that's different is that you have an opinion verb here and an infinitive verb afterwards. Now you may remember that from previous lessons. After j'adore, j'aime, je préfère, je n'aime pas, and je déteste. When we use a verb, it always has to be in the infinitive. So j'adore manger, I love to eat. You couldn't say j'adore je mange because that would be I love I eat, and it doesn't make sense in English or in French. So j'adore manger, j'aime boire, je préfère prendre, etc. Okay, as always, we have a question here. So we're going to practice the question first of all, and then we're going to make sentences using the sentence builder grid. Écoutez et répétez. Qu'aimes-tu manger au déjeuner? One more time, listen and repeat. Qu'aimes-tu manger au déjeuner? Your turn. So what do you like to eat at lunch? So now to answer that, we're going to use each section of the sentence builder, starting with the opinions. Now do remember that with the reasons, which we've had all before, the masculine singular and the masculine plural all sound the same. What does sound different is the pronunciation in the feminine plural, because we've added an E on, so it means that we have to pronounce the last consonants, which you're not pronouncing up here in the masculine singular and the masculine plural. But we have to pronounce them here. So let's practice the feminine plural reasons. Écoutez, répétez, dégoûtante. Good. Écoutez, répétez, dégoûtant. Dégoûtante. Délicieux. Délicieuse. Malsain. Malsaine. Sain. Saine. Sucré. Sucré. So this one does sound the same as the other two. Très bien. Ok, écoutez et répétez. J'adore manger du pain grillé au petit déjeuner parce que c'est délicieux. Let's go. Your turn. Good. Écoutez et répétez. J'aime boire du thé au déjeuner car c'est sucré. Your turn. Good. Je préfère prendre des fruits au dîner parce qu'ils sont sains. Your turn. Good. Je n'aime pas manger de la viande au déjeuner car c'est malsain. Your turn. Well done. Écoutez et répétez. Je déteste prendre des pommes de terre le week-end parce qu'elles sont dégoûtantes. Your turn. Okay. J'adore manger des frites au dîner car elles sont délicieuses. Your turn. Well done. Now this box here is special because we have the options. If you don't eat a meal, at a meal, you can say I don't eat anything. Je ne mange rien au petit déjeuner. Je ne mange rien au déjeuner. Je ne mange rien au dîner. And the important thing is that the ne and the rien go around the verb. We've had it with ne and pas going around the verb, but we've not had any other options. This is to say I don't eat anything. So ne and rien. And here we have the option I never eat at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner. Écoutez et répétez. Je ne mange jamais au petit déjeuner. Good. Écoutez et répétez. Je ne mange rien au déjeuner. Okay, so there are options for certain meals if you want to add variety. Well done, Year 8. For this activity, I want you to finish my sentence. So I want you to finish my sentence with the final box. Okay, so I'm going to read all the way across the grid, and then depending on where we are, you're going to select what makes sense to you, a reason. Okay, you're going to choose the adjective yourself. Make sure it makes sense, and make sure you pronounce especially the feminine ones where they have es and they sound a little bit different to the masculine singular and masculine plural, which sound the same. Okay, let's have a go. So you just use the correct reason that fits in your mind. Okay, here we go. J'adore manger de la viande au déjeuner car c'est. Okay, so what would have made sense there would be délicieux, sain. They would have been the best options to use. Because you wouldn't say you love to eat something because it's disgusting. Okay, here we go. Finish my sentence again. J'aime boire du thé au petit déjeuner car c'est. Okay, again, it's positive, so dégoûtant wouldn't really work there. Malsain, not really either. The others would be good options to have. Okay, je préfère prendre des œufs au dîner parce qu'ils sont. Okay, so these three middle options would have been the best ones to use here. Probably délicieux and sain would be the most appropriate. Okay, these are negative sentences, so think about what your negative reasons are. Je n'aime pas prendre des céréales le week-end parce qu'elles sont. What did you choose? Dégoûtantes, because they're disgusting, because they're unhealthy. They're your main negative sentences. You could have used sucré as well, sweet. Okay. Je déteste manger du poisson au petit déjeuner car c'est. What did you choose? Disgusting, dégoûtant, malsain. They'd have been the main ones to choose. Okay, well done, year 8. Oh, one more. Je ne mange rien au. Okay, so you chose a meal. Any would have been appropriate. Let's try again for this one. Je ne mange jamais. Choose a different one. Au. Good. Well done, year 8. And now for this activity, there are parallel translations. So on the left-hand side, you've got a text which is all in French. And then on the right-hand side, we've got the English translation. And they've got gaps in all different places. So what the idea is that you use one text to fill in the gaps on the other. So let's have a look at the first one together, what we would be writing. So normalement is normally. And we've got on weekends here. And we've got the gaps here. So how do we say weekends in French? Well done if you said le, L-E, week, and then end there. Okay, the second one you're going to look, je prends des fruits et blanc. So I have fruit and cereal. Cereal is what's missing here. So you have to find the word in French for cereal here at breakfast. J'adore manger des fruits parce qu'ils sont très sains. Okay, so I love to eat fruit because it's very, and then you have to find the word here for sain. Okay, pause to write down both translations. You can write them as I have, next to one another. or you can write them one underneath another, however fits best on your page, but you need to write both the French one and the English one. Press pause to do that now. It should take about 10 minutes. Press play when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so we had the first one. So normalement, le week-end is normally on weekends. Je prends des fruits et. So I have fruit and cereal. So the answer is cereal, des céréales, au petit déjeuner. J'adore manger des fruits parce qu'ils sont très sains. Sain is healthy, so it's very healthy. And I like to eat cereal a lot because, so we're missing cereal here as well. Des céréales again, parce qu'elles sont délicieuses. And here we've got it's delicious because if you've used eat cereal, it's singular, so it fits better. It's delicious. I like drinking orange juice. J'aime boire, so we want the word for orange juice, du jus d'orange, car c'est sucré. Now what is sucré? Yes, if you said sweet, good. However, I prefer something water. Je préfère boire is drink, to drink water. And now we need the word for water in here, which is de l'eau. And then, I hate to drink coffee because it is. Je déteste boire du café parce que c'est malsain. What's malsain in English? Well done if you said unhealthy. I eat eggs and bread at lunch, but I don't like eggs because they are, now the word is dégoûtant, and that is disgusting. I like to eat chips at dinner at the weekend. J'aime manger des frites au dîner le week-end, car they are greasy is elles sont grasses, because frites is feminine and plural. Pause to check that now. Give yourself a big tick or correct it in a different coloured pen if you didn't quite get it right. Well done, Year 8. Pause to do that now. Press play to go on. Okay. Now, Year 8, I want you to listen really carefully. I'm going to read the questions and then give my answers. Now, your job is to write down my answers in English of what I like to eat and drink and don't like to eat and drink for different meals. I want you to write in English, and if you can write the reasons as well, then that's brilliant, and write those down as well. So just take down notes of the items that I like to eat and drink and don't like to eat and drink when asked the question. Okay, so pens at the ready. You're going to probably pause a fair bit, and you're probably also going to have to rewind at times if you need to. So just do your best and just take notes in English. Okay. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au petit déjeuner? J'adore manger du pain grillé au petit déjeuner parce que c'est délicieux. Et j'adore boire du café car c'est sain. Number 1 again. 1. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au petit déjeuner? J'adore manger du pain grillé au petit déjeuner parce que c'est délicieux. Et j'adore boire du café car c'est sain. Pause if you need to. Rewind if you need to. 2. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au déjeuner? Je préfère manger du poulet au déjeuner et j'aime boire du thé parce que c'est délicieux. Pause. 2. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au déjeuner? Je préfère manger du poulet au déjeuner et j'aime boire du thé parce que c'est délicieux. 3. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au dîner? J'aime beaucoup manger du poisson au dîner car c'est délicieux. Aussi, j'adore prendre de l'eau car c'est sucré. Pause. And here it is again. 3. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au dîner? J'aime beaucoup manger du poisson au dîner car c'est délicieux. Aussi, j'adore prendre de l'eau car c'est sucré. Pause. 4. Qu'est-ce que tu préfères boire normalement? Je préfère boire du jus d'orange au petit déjeuner, normalement, mais de temps en temps, j'aime boire du lait car c'est sain. 4. Qu'est-ce que tu préfères boire normalement? Je préfère boire du jus d'orange au petit déjeuner, normalement, mais de temps en temps, j'aime boire du lait car c'est sain. Pause if you need to. 5. Qu'est-ce que tu détestes manger? Je déteste manger de la salade verte parce que c'est dégoûtante. 5. Qu'est-ce que tu détestes manger? Je déteste manger de la salade verte parce que c'est dégoûtante. Pause if you need to. Final one, 6. Qu'est-ce que tu n'aimes pas boire? Je n'aime pas boire du jus de fruits car c'est malsain. En plus, je déteste boire du chocolat chaud parce que c'est trop sucré. 6. Qu'est-ce que tu n'aimes pas boire? Je n'aime pas boire du jus de fruits car c'est malsain. En plus, je déteste boire du chocolat chaud parce que c'est trop sucré. Pause if you need to, rewind a bit if you need to, press play to check your answers. Okay, let's check those answers first. Number 1 was about breakfast, toast because it's delicious and coffee as it's healthy. 2. What do you like to eat and drink at lunch? Chicken and drink tea because it's delicious. 3. What do you like to eat at dinner and drink? Fish as it's delicious, water as it's sweet. 4. What do you prefer to drink normally? Orange juice and milk as it is healthy. 5. I hate to eat green salad because it's disgusting. And 6. Or don't you like to drink fruit juice as it's unhealthy and hot chocolate because it is too sweet? Give yourself a tick or correct if necessary. Pause to do that now and press play to move on to the next section. Okay, I want you now to copy down the questions and my answers in French and then translate them to English as well. That should take about 10 minutes. Use sentence builders to help and use your previous work in your book to help as well. Okay, check your answers. 1 is what do you like to eat and drink at breakfast? And you should have written I love to eat toast at breakfast because it is delicious and I love to drink coffee as it's healthy. 2, what do you like to eat and drink at lunch? I prefer to eat chicken at lunch and I like to drink tea because it's delicious. 3, what do you like to eat and drink at dinner? I like to eat fish at dinner as it's delicious. Also, I like to have water as it is sweet. 4, what do you prefer to drink normally? I prefer to drink orange juice at breakfast normally, but from time to time I like to drink milk as it is healthy. 5, what do you hate to eat? I hate to eat green salad because it is disgusting. And 5, what do you not like to drink? I don't like to drink fruit juice as it's unhealthy, plus I hate to drink hot chocolate because it is too sweet. So really well done if you've got all of the words down. If there's anything missing, then in a different coloured pen, add in the words that you weren't quite sure about to make that really clear so I can see it on class charts later. Merci. And now it's your turn, Year 8. I want you to write down your answers to these questions in French and use your sentence builder to help you and previous work today. Okay, well done, Year 8. You've got your 6 answers to these questions written in your book. What I want you to do is when I read the question, you're going to pause and say your answer and then press play. And then I'll read the next question and then you'll read your answer out. And we'll continue like that until you've done all 6. Okay, here we go. Get your finger ready with the pause. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au petit déjeuner? Pause. Okay. 2. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au déjeuner? Remember to pause and answer. 3. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au dîner? 4. Qu'est-ce que tu préfères boire normalement? Pause and speak. 5. Qu'est-ce que tu détestes manger? Pause and give your answer. 6. Qu'est-ce que tu n'aimes pas boire? Pause and answer. Okay, now second time, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. If you're feeling confident, I want you to get a phone or a device to record yourself on, and you can pause to do that now. If you don't feel confident just yet, have one more attempt at doing this. Read your answers after I ask the question, and then once you've done it twice, I want you to record yourself the third time. Okay, remember to pause after each question and then you read out your answer. If you don't have a device to record on, then I want you to read it to an adult so that they can hear you. It doesn't matter if they don't speak French. I want you to read to an adult because then they have to write a note to say that you've done this activity. That's really important. You must practice your speaking. Okay, I'm going to read the questions a second time. Here we go. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au petit déjeuner? Pause and answer. 2. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au déjeuner? Pause and answer. 3. Qu'aimes-tu manger et boire au dîner? 4. Qu'est-ce que tu préfères boire normalement? 5. Qu'est-ce que tu détestes manger? 6. Qu'est-ce que tu n'aimes pas boire? Pause and answer. Now, if you haven't recorded this yet and you wanted the 2 practices, you now must rewind to the start of this slide, activity 7, and then record yourself, because as part of your classwork, your class chart submission, your teacher wants to see that you've done this speaking activity. We want to listen to you so that we can mark you on your speaking. So it's really important that you do that you record it. If you can, you upload it to class charts. If you really can't do that, then you must get a written note from a parent to say that you've practiced it with them, and you must upload that note to class charts as well. Okay, rewind if you need to. Press play when you're ready to continue to the final slide. Great French speaking today, Year 8. Really well done. Please remember to upload your recording of your answers and pictures of all your work onto class charts for me. Really looking forward to seeing them, as is your teacher. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.